What we're going to do today is draft the best defensive players, Super Bowl 56, either team, both teams, best 6. You go first.
All right. Well, I mean, you know who I'm taking number 1. That's Aaron Donald. I'm definitely going to go there.
Yeah, I should. One of these days, I'm just going to keep the first pick.
I don't know what
Go ahead. Go ahead. I don't know.
You want to do it?
No, go ahead. You take Aaron Donald. That's fine.
Yeah, well, we won't have to spend a lot of time. But, yeah, Aaron Donald, of course, is the one guy you look at that can wreck the football game. And the stats might not even show it. That's what's amazing about Aaron Donald. Doesn't mean he could bust into the backfield 30 times in the game and not get a sack or a tackle, but he is the guy that F the play up, like we like to talk about so much, and somebody else gets the sack or the tackle. But, you mentioned it already, Mike. Aaron Donald, yeah, I mean, he is in a rarefied air of, to me, in the room with Lawrence Taylor and Ray Lewis and Reggie White for the best defensive players in the history of football. And he gets this ring to go with it. He's definitely going to be in that room, and who knows? Damn, he might be the leader of that room.
So now I'm torn.
Yeah, where do you go?
Now I'm torn because I don't want to go Rams.
I know, but
right?
go with the best defensive players. We're not here to spread the wealth. We're here to pick the best defensive players.
Well, I know.
See where this goes.
But when you consider...
Right.
Because, Von Miller's a former
Super
Bowl MVP. But when you consider that Trey Hendrickson doesn't have an Aaron Donald, and Trey Hendrickson still wreaks havoc. And, when the Bengals paid him in free agency, there was some criticism of, he had his career year and his contract year.
Right.
Is he really going to step in and do well? And he's done pretty damn well.
Definitely.
And in a defense that doesn't have the same top-to-bottom star potential that the Rams have,
right,
Hendrickson stands out. So,
I get you.
And if they're going to win the game, Hendrickson's got to get to Matthew Stafford and either hit him, force a fumble, or force him to throw one up for grabs.
Yeah,
so I'll go Hendrickson.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, listen, he definitely deserves to be in this conversation. There's no doubt. You're damn right. I questioned it too, Mike. I'm with you. I was one of those guys. Was this just a 1 year, a little bit of a contract? Things fell into place, but he certainly proved me wrong. He is a force. I think it is. I think your point's real too. I would be shocked if we don't get into some of these 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 situations where they drop 8 guys into coverage again. And now, it puts more pressure on 3 guys rushing. But his ability to collapse the pocket and do all that stuff is damn good. He really is, and he's disciplined. And he's not worried about a quarterback here in this game that has to run like he did last week with Mahomes. I got to go with Jalen Ramsey next, though. Jalen Ramsey, just, you heard Tyler Boyd there. He's the top corner in the sport, I think, right now. Does everything. They're not going to just match him one-on-one with a guy, all game long. I have a hard time thinking they'll do that. I think they'll pick and choose their spots as far as when they want him to match up with a Chase or a Higgins or somebody like that. But it's everything he does. Yeah, you can put him on an island. He's great in zone. You can put him at nickel. He's a great tackler. He's a great tackler for a corner. He tackles like a safety. It's really rare to see an all-time great corner tackle the way Jalen Ramsey does. That's where he's really good. He gives their defense a toughness and an attitude the way he flies around. So Jalen Ramsey, easy pick for me.
I guess I got to go Von Miller then. I mean, how can a Super Bowl MVP, and I know it's been 7 years ago.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I know.
No, 6 years.
It was 2015.
I get screwed up with the whole Washington Commanders patch. I got my years messed up. It was 2015 season, 2021 season, 6 years.
Yeah.
But, he's gotten better as the year's gone on. And they're going to be determined to stop Aaron Donald, and they just don't have the line. They don't have the resources. The cupboard isn't sufficiently full of ingredients to slow down all these guys. So, Von Miller, if they manage to keep Aaron Donald from screwing everything up, that's going to be opportunities galore for a guy who has played and thrived in this kind of a setting in the past.
You're right. That's, to me, and really thrived really ever since the Rams have kind of had the pressure on them coming down the stretch of the regular season into the playoffs. He's, without question, been one of the best defensive players in football the last 3 or 4 weeks of the regular season into the playoffs. You see here from this highlight package, he does everything well. Von Miller is not just like a one-trick pony where you just go, he just rushes the passer. He's amazing stopping the run. He's very good taking on blocks or even making the blocker miss and kind of squeaking by him to make the tackle on the running back. He's, of course, experienced and smart, so when he sees screens, he's hard to screen on that side. Usually great pass rushers, you can throw screens to them because they're so worried about getting to the quarterback. So, I mean, I'm with you there. He's special, and, maybe not in the room of, like, Aaron Donald and Reggie White, Lawrence Taylor, or Ray Lewis, but like in the next room where it's like, you do one more special thing, we might let you in this room here.
Yeah. He's still going to be in the room with all the busts.
He is going to be all in the room with all the busts.
Just not in the
elite,
extra little
elite.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, no doubt about it. Man, this is where it is tough. I love Jesse Bates on the Bengals. That's not my pick though, so hold on. DJ Reader's really good at the defensive tackle position, but I really think the next best defensive player in this game is still a Rams defender, and I'm going to go Leonard Floyd.
Wow.
Yeah, I am. Leonard Floyd is, to me, one of the most underrated defensive players in all of football. He is making $16 million a year. He's not a sack machine, so that's why it's not as a big a name, but he can get after the quarterback. He's 6'5", long as hell, praying mantis. He's amazing against the run, and he's amazing in coverage. Leonard Floyd is kind of the guy, to me, that's like their jack of all trades. Does a lot of the dirty work that might not be sexy or noticed by all of us, but if they didn't have him, their defense would not be as good. Very versatile, a really good player.
I'll go Jesse Bates.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
I think this is a contract game for him, too. Yeah. Hasn't gotten a deal done, and this is his opportunity to get that Dexter Jackson, Larry Brown money. I mean, we've seen both of those guys. Was Larry Brown the MVP of Super Bowl 30? With the two picks that Neil O'Donnell threw right to him?
Right.
And it should have been... Who's the guy it should have been for the Bucs in 02? The other
Dwight
Smith.
Smith. Dwight Smith had the two pick sixes at the end of the football
game. But the votes were already in.
They were already in. And Dexter got
Jackson.
2 early ones, so he got it. Yeah.
And wait, where did Dexter Jackson go?
He ended up going to, hold on, you're right. He left and went to...
Did he go to the Bengals? You go to the Raiders?
I think he went to the Bengals.
Yeah.
He went to the Bengals.
The Raiders signed
got
Larry Brown and Desmond Howard after the MVP, and neither guy panned out.
Right.
But hey,
Jesse's really good.
If you're going to have a big game, that's the time to have it. The very last game of your contract, and you can hit free agency and make some big money. Let's hit a break.
Against the Titans, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's the time to do it. Hey, all the other teams are home watching you while they're figuring out what they're going to do.
He's a baller.
Great time to have a great game. We'll be back and wrap up this Monday edition of PFT PM and Tuesday morning edition of PFT Live right after this.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.